Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and oh boy, some art spoilers, some cards, and some more interestingness slipped out from that, I guess, convention in Philadelphia that nobody knew was going on. Plus, the trailer dropped, and there are some interesting, real short frames in there. And I snapped a picture of them, so let's jump in with the basic lands. These are just kind of cool. So we got the swamp that appears to be Amonkhet, and yeah, you got the little portals where the world tree comes in and just pimp slaps your plane with big tentacles. Then we got the mountain. Boy, where would that be? My guess would be Ravnica. It could be Innistrad though. It's kind of hard to say. Actually, with that much crap floating, it's probably Zendikar. I don't know. Then we've got the plains. Look, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But really, the person building that little stone fence put it in the Phyrexian logo before they showed up? Really? Then we've got, I don't know, Kaldheim maybe with the forest? It's either that or Tunguska. Then we've got the island. That could be Ixalan or it could be Zendikar. I could totally see either. Now, I just wanted to point these out because I literally have not covered these for like a year. Lost Caverns of Ixalan artwork. That's right, the merfolk are back. Oh boy, and then we got someone searching for something in some Lost Cavern. I believe this is late 2023, so they're probably looking for a reason to still play Magic the Gathering. I mean, what else would the storyline possibly be? Oh wait, they're searching for red swirly things. Okay. Oh boy, here comes an alternate counter of paying for stuff. Here comes energy again, or ether, or whatever. That'll be fun. Oh, then we got Wilds of Eldraine. Yep, that's Eldraine, and those are some wilds. Wonderful, can't wait for that. And then we got whoever this is. Probably female, Oko, but worse. And in her own reflection, she's a dude. I could go so many directions with that, but you know what? The direction I'm gonna go is back to Mom. March of the Machine. They're not a machine, singular, and they're probably not really marching, but sure. Let's just take some card spoilers and throw them at your face. We got Drana and Linvala, the least likely partnership ever. I mean, that is truly and sincerely ridiculous. I would dare say that would never happen under any circumstances. Angels have like a programmed intrinsic nature, and they're not teaming up with like pure evil incarnate. By the way, all the heroes in the trailer, the cards, and the art so far have been female because WotC hates men. So if you're a man, keep that in mind when you get out your wallet to buy this bullshit. So yeah, Vampire Angel, Legendary Creature, 3/4. I'm sure this will be overpowered as balls because of who's on it. It's 4 total, 1 plus 2 white plus 1 black. And Flying Vigilance, activated abilities of creatures your opponent's control can't be activated. Okay, love that. And this card has all activated abilities of all creatures your opponent's control. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate those abilities. Okay, I mean, it's good. It's a fun commander gimmick. It could be overpowered, but you're relying on what your opponent's playing, which in theory you don't know, and that limits how good it could possibly be. But definitely a fun chaotic troll card. Unfortunately, completely unrealistic and ridiculous. Next up, we've got Fairy Mastermind. I guess the fairies need glasses for some reason. Well, that reason appears to be because this is Yuta Takahashi, world champion of XXVII. What is that, 27? That's a weird amount of time to wait to put him on this one. Yeah, if you thought that's an odd look for a fairy, well, that's because it's a real person. So congratulations on the most progressive card. We now have the very first Asian fairy. You know, I was gonna say besides and then think of like what the Asian equivalent to Elton John would be, and I literally could not think of anything, but pretend I made that joke. So this is a 2-cost, 2/1, actual standard legal mom card, okay. Fairy Rogue, Flash Flying, and whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw a card. I kind of like that, punish them for overdrawing. There should be an offset for that. And if you pay 4, each player draws a card. Ooh. So, in theory, if you do this on their turn, you would draw 2. This is a control enabler while also fighting control, so I don't really know what I think about this, but I think the tiebreaker is I hate fairies. Like, merfolk and elves are infinitely worse, but fairies are bad. By the way, if you look at the bottom left there, that's right, 4 digits. They have so many variations that, in theory, it goes over 999 and rolls over to the 4th digit. Cue the 57th time of me saying that they've jumped the shark. Next up, why did I throw this in? Whatever. Smite. Here's some Smite Magic the Gathering crossover cards. Cool. Then we've got Invasion of Mercadia. part of the 5+ card cycle. We only know 5 so far, which means there probably are only 5, but this is cool. This artwork is awesome. I really don't know anything about Mercadia, but whatever crazy floating island that is, it's about to get wrecked. And that's very brave of them to put a Chinese spy balloon dead center on the artwork. Next up, Invasion of Lorwyn, which is literally just a depiction of flaming Borg analogs versus literal racism. Who wins? Us as the body count goes up. And you know what? Go for the merfolk next. Next up, we got Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree. I guess what's probably shaping up to be the single most overpowered mythic in the entire history of the game. I mean, it's got to be legendary, it's got to be mythic, and if they're hyping this up and power level going just out the window on this set already. I mean, look at those duo cards in the Trampling Dino and all this. People are already poking fun of it on Reddit. But yeah, like, this has got to be some kind of, like, get 10 of something, win the game, or, like, duplicate literally everything. Every creature, every spell, every counter, duplicate it. In real time, as it happens. Also, it has Ward 10. I mean, come on. Like, what do you think this is going to be? I guarantee whatever your guess is, it's not going to go too far. Leave it in the comments section. What is this absolute atrocity of a card going to do? Remember, this is a bigger threat and literally a physically bigger object and a more powerful thing than the Immortal Sun and Panharmonicon and the Gear Hulks. And they're pretty much designing this entire set for Commander. I think it'll be 5 color, all 5 Phyrexian. Maybe padded a little bit because you could literally just free cast it. But anyway, moving on, we've got some stills from the, I think, misleading trailer. Because we've got Tezzeret, and I know I say this a lot on this channel, but isn't he dead? But they threw in some stuff that, like, already happened, or some characters that are verified dead, so I don't know. They cut together other trailers to save money. I'm not kidding. Go look at it. But it could be, like, important guarding of the lore, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know which way to swing on that. But yeah, Tezzeret might be in this set. I don't know, even though that's clearly, like, I think from a different trailer. Then we've got, okay, here's the thing. Is it Bolas or is it Ugin? It looks more like Bolas, but he doesn't have the little thing, but he's kind of got the horns to match. But if you look at pictures of Ugin, it's like, well, okay. But Ugin's like a ghost dragon, so I guess we'll say Bolas. People on the internet are saying Bolas. So Bolas might get freed by the Phyrexians. Oh, but that would never happen. They're never going to do that. They turned Helion into a Phyrexified god, and that literally cannot happen for about 16 different reasons. They do not give one single crap for this set. Nothing is off the table. It should have been Phyrexia all will be bonkers into mom, comma, they broke my game. I'm telling my mother on you. There are some other stills of characters that shouldn't be there, but whatever. Let's just move on to Ayara, Widow of the Realm. And then she's going to flip into Ayara, Furnace Queen. I read that and just immediately I thought that sounds like the name of a discount hardware store. Or like a cheap appliance place. I mean, don't we have like, there was something king like all through the 90s. Wasn't it like a mattress king or something? I think there's still a place called Appliance King, so Furnace Queen? It's at least a venue for drag shows, bare minimum. Seems like the kind of place Sam Smith would hang. Next up, we got, Elish Norn, cool. We got Jin Cataxius, which, once again, I thought he was dead. Sheldred, I don't know, I didn't read one, so I guess not. Urabrask, which I am 100% sure was dead. And then Vorinclex, which everybody assumed was dead, but Kaya just injured him and then he ran off. So I guess the Praetors are going to be a cycle in this set, it would seem. And then we've got, Traumatic Revelation. It's traumatic because in, I don't remember, I want to say Amon Kep, but I think it's earlier. They decided to retcon the absolute, like, heterosexual and then some Chandra who likes beefy boys. Almost a direct quote. They decided, we're going to retcon her as somebody who likes female elves, I guess. Or both, or I don't know. They don't think before they do these things. They just pat themselves on the back, try to sell it to 1% of the population that doesn't even play the game, but bitches on Twitter a lot, and then wonders why everybody hates them. So yeah, she's going to be like, oh my gosh, Nisha got turned into a Borg robot. Oh no. I can't wait for the Deus Ex Machina that's going to come in and control Z all this, named Teferi. He's gonna like unmend the timeline, or I think they're gonna do something to like block all planeswalking, because we've seen that that white card in All Will Be One. What was that based on? What I don't know. Was that a thing that happened? And then I don't know, some mode of Silex and Elspeth. I really should read it at some point. But it sounds like the Omega particle from Voyager. You know what I mean? And if you don't, I'm not gonna explain it, but yeah, like, you know what I mean? Star Trek Voyager, in case you're like, I don't know, 12 and clearly have no culture. Although you're watching my channel. So anyway, I hope she incinerates her on the spot. I bet it's gonna go like, ooh, come embrace perfection, embrace me, big huggy arms, and she's gonna be like, ha ha ha, have you seen my card, bitch? Boom, ashes. She does have a bit of a temper. So I believe that was about it, so sparing any kind of leaks or something that I missed, which I looked pretty extensively. That's about all we got for now, so definitely some more very, very interesting stuff to tack onto yesterday's video. Yesterday's video got nuts with all the stuff it showed off, so if you missed it, go check it out. Based on the statistics and the view counts, I don't think anybody missed anything in that video. It is wild, dude. You just can't look away. And I really appreciate the comments you guys said. You appreciate my takes on it, my predictions, and my like knowledge of history, my insights of, well, look at this little thing in the background and all that. I still do give a crap about Magic. I just really don't like the direction it's going. And based on the active player counts, the sales numbers, and every other possible conceivable metric, neither does anybody else. I do still get the occasional comment of people saying like, oh, you only talk bad about the game. What's wrong with you? Oh, every card is bad and everything is bad. You're so wrong. And I'm like, you must have only been playing the game for like 2 years or less. Because like, once you're in the forest, you don't know you're in a forest until you get outside of it. Unless you've seen something else, you don't know what to compare this to. And I've been playing since 2013. That ain't even that long. So like, I forgive your ignorance, but don't be a dick in the comments section, because I'm just going to delete it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I think I'm going to feature like what you can do with old cards, old formats, and fun alternative formats that you've never heard of before. Like Emperor and Pentagon and like, I don't know, some people probably haven't heard of Two-Headed Giant. It gets wild from there. There's Solitaire. That's a thing. I want to cover these wild formats because you can recycle old decks with them. And Plane Chase, especially with that coming back, I'm going to feature that real hard. I already do have a video on Emperor. It actually has a ton of views. So I'm thinking about pretty quick here doing a series on like alternate formats and just explaining how they work, real short videos and all that. But I don't know how to film the gameplay without like getting a bunch of people and some cards out. And that's tedious. The mics would suck. The editing would be a nightmare. I'd have to go off site to do it and I just don't have time. So that's what's holding off for now. But if I could just do basic diagrams still, that's so much editing in Photoshop. And I do not do this full time anymore, unfortunately, or I would just do it. And I just got done with a 57-minute video for my other channel. So yeah, I'm working on it, but I really just got to get my taxes done. And every number I add up just gets more depressing. It was not a good couple of years. But hey, I'm going to keep making content for this channel. I ain't going anywhere. So watch for that sometime in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.